I'm back again on this Williams unit. So all of a sudden when I got here, the blower motor just seemed to work perfectly fine, and now it's running nice and quick. It's kicking some nice heat out of the bottom too. It's really heating it up in here. Here is thermostat, I think. I'm gonna turn it, let's do 70. Oh, that'll turn it off. You just hear the gas valve shut off. And now we'll just wait for this thing to turn off. It just kicks the heat out of the bottom here. It gets real nice and hot. Just what you want. But now it's not 200 degrees because we actually have the fan running full speed now. I don't know what it was. I did end up needing to use my zoom spout. Now I'm gonna look into a noise that this unit over here is making. Just makes kind of a vibrating noise. If I had to make a guess, it was probably one of these louvers. You can hear it's cooling down. See the little pilot in there. It's a pretty big pilot. I'm not sure that pilot's got to be that big. There's a transformer. Here are the burners. This thing makes a whole bunch of noises though. Let's try that. I don't like that it blows this way. They wish that it would blow over that way more. I'm assuming that's part of the reason that this fan was installed. It's also got a vary speed on it, which is kind of neat. Not something you see that often. Seems to take it pretty well too. I got it turned all the way down. Oh, never mind. It's taking it very badly. But we'll shut that off because it's wobbly. And then here is where power and gas comes into that Williams unit. But over there's the thermostat, another Honeywell. I didn't see the wire. Yeah, there it goes, up and over that way, all the way over the unit. Now, this fan is still running. You can hear it's real nice and blowing a whole lot of air now. Now inside here, if I can maybe, oh boy, that is hot. Okay, not gonna do that. Almost just burned myself. But right over here is a limit inside the unit that I believe turns on that fan. And of course right here is a draft diverter. Feel the heat in there. It's not coming out though at all, which is what you want to see. You can see this fan's blowing real fast. If I moved it back in a little bit, you might be able to get just a bit more flow out of it. Well, I'll give that a shot once it shuts off, which could be in a while here. That heat exchanger seems to be pretty heavy duty. It takes a long time to cool off. But I got my Allen set for doing that in my zoom spout. Stuff's harder to find than it used to be. But there's my Allen set. That should be able to get us going. Let's see here. What could be causing this issue? Should be nice and cool now. Maybe just wiggling these things. Oh boy, this thing's caked in dust. I think it's even got a little draft diverter on the front there. That's my guess on what that is. Generally, when you see a hole like that on something that's natural draft, It's gonna be a draft diverter. Let's pull this ladder over here. Maybe we'll get a better look. Gotta be really careful. Doing this with one hand, not something that I recommend, especially considering this ladder is a tad bit rickety. Thankfully, I'm not stepping up that high. Yeah, it's a draft diverter. All right, I'm gonna go track down some paper towels and wipe this thing down. See if I can clean it off. Can't imagine burning dust like that could smell very good. Just gotta be careful not to bump that heat exchanger. Could be a bad idea. Just gotta be careful when I'm doing this. Yeah, look at that. That is some dirt. Let's hope this thing doesn't fall down while I'm doing this. This thing's pretty light. Kind of just shaking all around. Oh, so it only springs on one side? Okay. All right, let's flip these guys back up. Push them down. All right, let's see what this thing will do. Look at how dirty and disgusting that is, though. That's gotta be at least a few years of dirt. And the blower on the Williams is still running, believe it or not. The air coming out of there is about 80 degrees, if I had to guess. I've gotten pretty good at guesstimating that stuff. Okay, let's put call for heat in. Hear this thing light up. Okay, that sounded pretty good. Okay. Little 6 burner, or is that a 5? It's a 5 burner. Hear thing heating up. Now we're just waiting for that fan to kick in. Which on this thing I believe is controlled by temperature. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, that's good. Those flames aren't moving at all. Don't want to see those flames move. Let's see, where's this thing wired to? It's not like this thing has a fan center on it, even though it is basically a 70%. Those flames could be a little bit better. Could be giving this thing some more primary air. Let's Seems like that did change our noise. I think that it was boy. Something. Alright. Got the screwdriver. Tighten some stuff up. Could just be a loose panel. And that thing is still running, huh? Must be a really low cutout on that. Whatever temperature device, that limit that controls when that fan kicks on, have a really low cutout. Oh my God, I cannot stand that. Getting blasted in the face like that with heat. All right, let's get this thing out of the way just a little bit so we got a good footing for our ladder. Let's move this way. All right, step up. Okay. What could be making that noise? Horrible sound. Seems to be coming from this side of the unit. Besides the panel. Oh. Ow! That sucker's hot. Whoopsies. Thankfully, I used the back of my hand. Don't use the front of your hand to touch that, because the back of your hand is way more sensitive. But this guy is part of our noise. I didn't think that bottom part would get that hot. Looks like I need to go search for a flathead screwdriver. Thankfully, looks like my hand did manage to make it out unscathed. So let's let this thing run. I have to make a part 3 because I don't really want to show the customer's face on video. Anyways, look at that. Just a little hot. I'm gonna go run that under some hot water. See you guys later.